Howdy, everyone. Man, this story, I don't even know where to begin with this. This is going to go so bad for humanity as a whole, but okay, so bear with me. So I was going through X, and I like to go through X in the evening where the day's events have gone by, and I get various opinions from different people and thoughts on politics and science and the war in Ukraine and Israel and all this stuff, right? And then I see a post that says, chimera mice. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with that phrase, a chimera is a shape changer, a shape shifter, something that can be something different. You know, I'm a human and then I become kind of like, what's his name? Harry Potter's uncle, Sirius Black, right? I'm a human and then I can choose to become a dog, you know? It's like I'm a trans dog or something. But anyway, that was not nice. But anyway, you gotta get what I'm saying. And usually it refers to a virus, right? You have a chimeric virus. It's a virus that will change its traits. Stormy, quit fighting with the door. What are you doing? She bonked her head on the door, then got angry that the door bonked her, so she smacked it with her paw. And I'm like, you do the damnedest things. Anyway, Corgi logic. Chimera usually refers to something that is chimeric, changes in nature. You would have heard that same phrase in the movie Contagion with Matt Damon. Basically, if it evolves quickly. Actually, coronavirus, COVID, was kind of chimeric in that it kept changing very quickly, very quick evolving. Well, anyway, chimera mice. I'm like, what the hell is this? So, apparently, they created mice using DNA manipulation. They created a woolly mouse, and they showed pictures of these little fluffy mice, and they were actually kind of cute. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. What did they put, like a little bit of like guinea pig DNA in the mouse, and now they have a fluffy mouse, right? That no, and I don't know how legitimate this is, but apparently, okay, so the woolly mammoth as a species was on North America when humanity was here, right? So we coexisted with the woolly mammoth during the Ice Age, apparently. And so as the ices are now receding, we are finding, and they have found, completely intact, basically frozen preserved woolly mammoth. So the DNA, unlike like dinosaur DNA, which is basically fossilized, is viable. It's recreatable. According to this article, the woolly mouse is actually not just, oh, it's woolly, it's fluffy. It has woolly mammoth DNA. Why the hell does anyone think that's a good idea? And according to this lab, and again, this is a fringy article, so I encourage all of you to go out and go down this rabbit hole on your own, because I'm going to go, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go back and continue looking into this, because this just blows my mind. They want to try to clone a fully viable woolly mammoth before 2030. Okay, as cool as that sounds, did you not watch Jurassic Park? My fear is nature does what it does for a reason, and it takes millions of years for a reason, because things evolve a certain way. There's a new environmental stimuli, a new environmental change, or a new predatory change, or a new change in the food chain, and certain animals will die and others will persevere, and they adapt to the new environment, and that's what makes them successful. So we're going to take a species that did not survive. We're going to then recreate it artificially, because it's not being created normally. Like, because normally it's a male and a female make little woolly mammoths. Is it woolly mammoths? Woolly mammoths? Or they mammae? Anyway, I digress on the plurality of mammoth. Why would we recreate that? To me, that just invites, they've already cloned sheep. If they have viable DNA, there's no reason on earth they probably couldn't clone a freaking woolly mammoth. But at what point is this going to become bad? You know, a lot of us look at you know, AI, and we're like, an AI can be its whole own nightmare, right? They could take over computers, take over weaponry, you know, cut off electricity, and all sorts of stuff. But what scares the hell out of me is the biological manipulation we are doing. We are still reeling in 2025 from what happened in 2020. I have no doubt in my mind. I don't think it was necessarily intentional. It could have been. But that virus in 2020 was not a natural virus. They were screwing around with a virus, and the shit came out of the lab, and then it made its way into that wet market, and then it went all over the world and killed a shit ton of people, and then we tried to give a medicine for it and killed another group of people because, you know, we're so brilliant. Introducing species artificially that have been extinct back into the ecosystem of the earth, there's a reason they're not here. Now, do I think they should stop experimenting scientifically? No, absolutely not. But we really have to ask ourselves, just because we can do something as a community, as a society, or as an individual, does that mean we should do it? We really need to get some kind of buoys or boundaries on a lot of the technology, because this is the kind of stuff that's really hard to prep for. We recreate a mammoth, and then whatever it is, it releases some kind of disease that we have not seen in whatever many tens of thousands of years. It's going to decimate society. Look what freaking COVID did. We develop AI to the point where it starts doing things we don't want it to do. We're going to have a problem. And it seems like nobody's asking these questions. Nobody's asking the questions. Why are we doing this? And just because we can do it doesn't mean we should. In any case, folks, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Pay attention to this, because the manipulation of biology and genomes and DNA and mRNA and all this other stuff, inevitably, we're humans. We make mistakes. Someone's going to screw up, and it's going to be bad. I don't know what to tell you. That's just absolutely insane. So the woolly mouse, go look it up. It's something to behold. Super interesting as a science guy. I'm like, wow, that's great. That's amazing. But then as an engineer, I'm also thinking, what are your controls on this situation? Like, what are we doing and why? Anyway, folks, you guys be good, be safe out there. I thought that was a really interesting conspirational rabbit hole to go down. You never know where the threats can come from, folks, so stay aware of what's going on. God bless, Godspeed. I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.